All right, let's get it started. So, how's everyone doing today? My name is Xavier Snow, and today we're going to be talking about how to scale to $25,000 per month using systems and strategy. And we're going to be talking about specifically a client of mine. She is a real estate coach. She's out of New Jersey, and we recently helped her gain about 25K just in the month of January. So, for those of you who do not know me, my name is Xavier Snow. I am a digital marketer, content creator, and I help coaches monetize their audiences with automated systems and customized sales funnels. So let's jump into exactly what we did. What we have here is why entrepreneurs stay stuck. And this is what I call the hustle trap. So a lot of business owners, they hop on social media and not really realizing all the work that goes into it. I mean, it's basically another job. And so when they begin, they end up doing a lot of the processes themselves. This causes them to basically feel overwhelmed, right? They're having to make content, they're having to follow up with leads, they're having to close sales calls and make sure their calendar is set up right and automations. And what this ends up leading to is inconsistent leads. Because they don't have a lead acquisition system to make sure their leads are being followed up with, they're just not being as consistent as they could be, right? And because of that, their revenue then plateaus, right? They may have some months that are better than the others, but essentially they end up maxing out. And that ends up being the reason why they burn out, right? And so when you burn out, you're just exhausted, you're mentally drained, and eventually you're just not able to perform your best. And so this cycle ends up being the downfall of a lot of business owners just because they're not able to really get past what they're trying to do. And if you are just making another job for yourself, you have to ask yourself, why not just work for somebody else, right? If you're just gonna end up doing another job, why not just work for somebody else? And so what I found that works better is a system that I coined. It's called scale, right? It's the scaling framework. And the idea is to work smarter and scale faster. And so the acronym actually stands for systematize, convert, automate, leverage, and expand. And so systematize, basically what that is we help you build repeatable workflows. So when you have systems in place that cover everything from lead generation to follow-ups to content creation to sales closing to onboarding, it really makes your life a lot easier. Instead of you having to do those manual processes, you're now looking at an additional 10 plus hours saved per week, right? And now conversion. So with the customized high ticket funnels, we're able to upsell people that may only want to join your low ticket community, but now we're able to bring in people and really show them the value of what you have. And this allows us to actually have a more increased revenue, which leads to more predictable profit. Now, we also use automation very heavily. So tools like Zapier, ManyChat, Make, these things help make repetitive tasks just not a problem, right? Because now instead of having you do everything yourself, you have automations that are going to capture leads while you sleep. They're going to be nurtured, and they may even be closed, right? Leveraging. So a lot of content creators have a lot of assets that they're just not taking advantage of. This could be content, this could be communities, this can be whatever you have in your network. And you just have to learn how to leverage what you have and make sure that you're getting the most of what you've already built. And lastly, we expand. And so by scaling, we make sure that we're able to grow your business with minimal stress, because we understand that with these systems in place, you're able to do a lot more with a lot less. And now this case study. So I came up with the idea called the First Deal Blueprint. Essentially, it's a $6,000 offer that led us to make $25,000 in 1 month with no ads. And so before, my client, she was making roughly $3,000 to $10,000 months. She had done about 60K in just about 8 months. And that was really with manual tasks. She was getting inconsistent results. She was burnt out. She just didn't have the time for her business or her content. After we came in, she actually generated 25.5K just last month. That was with automated workflows and a much more predictable revenue. And so here are some key wins from the first deal blueprint. So again, we did $25,000 in just 30 days with no ads, all systems. Here's a screenshot on the left. We actually just closed somebody right before this video, so I didn't get a chance to update the screenshot. But as you can see, 22.5 with a 46% conversion rate. These are our wins. So like I said, we had a 6K offer. It was a high ticket that included coaching, as well as a 3K membership that was no coaching, but it was still 6 months, and you got about 4 calls a week. Also, we did it all organically, like I said. We helped her with her lead generation. We helped her get her freebie off the ground. We created a quiz funnel. We created her content strategy, as well as the scripts for her reels and her live streams as well. And again, we had a 46.15 conversion rate. On the right is a screenshot of someone we closed for the $6,000 deal. And yeah, it was just a all around great experience. And so before we came in, our client was overworked. She was maybe making 5K months. She had no systems, no automations. She was stressed doing her real estate deals, and she was also trying to make content. She's trying to, take care of her daughter, and a lot of that was just weighing down on her. But after we came, she was able to live a much more relaxed life, knowing that she had AI-powered content systems. She had just made $25,000 in 1 month, and all of her workflows were automated, so she did not have to stress or worry about any of the things that were concerning her previously. And this was thanks to the team behind the dream. So you have me, myself, Xavier. I'm the scaling strategist, basically the mastermind behind the content and just making sure everything is lined up. And then you have my partner, my assistant, Yusuf. He's a copywriter, a sales specialist. So he was the one really taking lead in making sure people were being followed up with when it was time to actually take ownership manually from the automations. He was actually hopping on the calls with the people to get them to close. And so we basically handled everything from the front end content creation, content strategy, all the way to the sales back end, the funnels, the closing, everything that you can think of that, even the offer. We created the entire offer using market research and basing that on what the audience actually wanted. And so with that, we were able to do $25,000 off a high ticket offer, and that's just how it went. And so if you are ready to scale as well, please feel free to book a strategy call in the link below. We will help you set the automations to scale your business to $50,000 per month. So what are you waiting on? Let's build your business and your freedom together.